Watch, he'll lunge. I told you, a beast of an animal. Playing no games. This is a big animal, a huge one. It demands respect. That's something you want to mess with. Look at that, guys. A beast of an animal. This thing wants to truly eat me. I won't let it. I advise you guys never to try this in the wild because I'm a trained professional. I've been dealing with big snakes my entire existence. I have a bunch at home I deal with. I've caught some of the biggest specimens during the date of big pythons. I've even worked with them in captivity. Even if they're wild or not, they still give me a run for my money. This snake, obviously, it's a little more tired, getting a few strikes in there, and his body percentage goes down. His stress level goes up a little bit, and fatigue kicks in. Lactic acid builds up, and the animal becomes a little bit winded. I don't have a strong grip on his neck. I'm not choking or anything, but if I were, you see that big hole in the middle? It can stick that out and keep breathing. That's how they swallow animals, head first. An animal's so big. If you look at his body, the thickest point of his body, which is right here where my foot is, can expand 5 times that size. So you think anything 5 times that width, this snake for sure can eat it and swallow it whole. Now, I'm gonna put myself in a vulnerable position to give you guys just a real good example of how big this animal truly is. Again, please don't try this at home. Look at this animal on my body. This is the best way to show you guys. If I were in trouble, it would wrap me up, and there's nothing I could do about it. You can see that tail moving slowly. It knows now I'm in its territory. What I'm doing in real reality is taking a little break. It's wrapping that tail. You see it? It's moving it around. It's feeling its way around. And it's looking at me and saying, hey, I know I got you now. As these coils slowly wrap around me, I've got to be well aware of what it's trying to do. It's trying to constrict me. That's what they're known for. I got to watch the small spot, even the tail, end of the tail get around my neck. I got about 8 seconds before I pass out, let alone any other thicker part of its body. Look at that tongue go. He's tasting me. She's tasting me. We're not sure if it's a male or female, but females generally get the biggest outside of the males. Look at that head. Look at that tongue. He's tasting. He's like, I see you. I know you're there. And the bad part now, as I'm regaining my energy, it's regaining its energy. And man, oh man, I do not want to fight this thing at full speed. But again, a good depiction of how big this snake truly is. You see, you take a second off and it's waiting. It knows it's got you. Whoa. Now I gotta watch out for that tail coil because it will wrap me up. I'm gonna get out of this position now because I can feel the power coming back. And I don't wanna be in its way when I decide to go full speed again. But yeah, man, nonetheless, a childhood dream to see, let alone wrestle, a big python. This thing's only a few days out of the wild. It still has all of the instincts to be a killer of anything in its path because that's what it's designed to do. A crazy fact about these animals, especially in this land, for centuries, as long as humans been alive, there has been myths and rumors that there's man-eating snakes, but not much documentation, just folklore. But man, since phones have came out, technology, satellites, people getting new phones in the jungle, we have been seeing videos of people getting cut out of snakes, particularly from Sulawesi in Indonesia, the land of the giants. Even in America, some private keepers love Sulawesi genetics because they are beasts, proper beasts of snakes. Straight, raw, and real out of its natural habitat. The head on this thing is so heavy and hefty. I can't imagine this thing grabbing a hold of me. It will not let me go. And if it did, it would cause severe damage. I'm talking about irreparable damage, muscle tears, nerve tears, you name it. I'm sure these teeth can touch the bone. What I'm gonna try to do is pick this thing up, put her on my shoulders, get a couple of cool photos, or measure it out. Look at him go. It knows. That tail got a little piece of me. You can watch it slowly wrap around my rib cage. And the point is, I feel confident to get out, but man, I've been in situations with snakes like these before, just recently, and it's not fun. It's mentally exhausting to play chess with something that wants to kill you. That's an expert at it. Not just only for 30 years like my life is, but for millions of years. This snake has preyed on its weak and made a meal out of it. 10 times the strength of battery acid in his stomach, can dissolve fur, hoofs, bones, cartilage, you name it. And then inside of its body, when it does swallow its meal, the acid heats up and it basically starts like a heat chamber and helps the snake dissolve its prey even faster. It will lay dormant for a few days, depending on how big the meal is. But another cool fact about these animals, they can go months, and sometimes even over a year. They have enough food in their system to go without food if it's not available. That's no worry for the snake, obviously. It's big enough to eat whatever it wants, anything it wants.